There's been so much excitement about women's basketball in the last couple of weeks. I cannot tell you how shocked I am that I'm actually excited about watching the WNBA season. Like I can't begin to actually explain to you how shocking that is to me. But these ladies have changed my mind. I was one of those people that always felt like the WNBA has no hope. I hadn't watched the WNBA ever. I've only seen some highlights, and the highlights, to be honest, were not impressive to me. But I've been a bit more open-minded, and all of it has been because of the rise of Caitlin Clark. And to a lesser extent, a lady like Reese, who may not be as good as Caitlin Clark, but she has a great personality. Whichever side you are, positive or negative, but she does have a great personality. And I think even though she may not be the best in terms of talent, I believe that her personality would help in also making the WNBA very popular. And she's already a very popular person on social media. She's running the social media game perfectly. And I really hope the WNBA do not ruin this. So I'm going to be checking out these videos. I just want to check out some highlights of these ladies that I think will serve the WNBA. I've seen some highlights of them during the NCAA tournament because I actually followed that tournament. I really hoped Caitlin Clark would have won, but I mean, what else could she do against the juggernaut of South Carolina? However, the ladies I have checked out that I've seen that has great potential. I've seen some of their highlights, and I want to watch their full highlights and make commentary on it. They would include Caitlin Clark, obviously, and Reese, Paige Bueckers, and Juju Watkins. I think those four ladies have a very great potential of actually making the WNBA become more entertaining, more viable financially. And I'm not saying these ladies are probably going to be the best players all the time. I think there are a lot of good players in the WNBA, great players in the WNBA, but they doesn't have the marketing power. I guess maybe they didn't, not coming up in the social media age didn't help, but I think these particular ladies, with the way they play this, their style of play, Caitlin Clark, the style of play, the logo threes, Paige Bueckers looks like, I don't want to say LeBron, but I mean, she looks like a white LeBron, if I maybe like the way she plays, the way she moves on the court. It almost looks like, I mean, these ladies are actually incredible. Juju Watkins looks like my man Kobe Bryant. I mean, the way she plays, she moves like, obviously they're not as athletic as these men. That is, I'm not here to try and compare women and men. I'm just talking about the style of play that I'm seeing. It just mirrors those players. Anyway, without much further ado, let's get right into it. So obviously, we'll be starting with the one and only Caitlin Clark. Let's get into it.
Was trying to redirect a pass. Clark. Oh my! From Schenectady.
It's from Schenectady.
Wheels around, evades Van Lith.
Wow.
And drains it. My goodness. Because she's been so sick before that UCLA game. That's how sick she was.
Oh!
Clark! She's possessed.
That is against LSU, I guess. Oh!
The all-time leading scorer in women's college basketball.
Wow.
Caitlin Clark has been making people pay.
I mean, look at the basket that she used to make that record.
Clark, there she goes again. Yes!
You have to guard Caitlin Clark even before she crosses half court. What's that, about 26 feet? When she's going to her left and in rhythm, she's going to drain it.
There's been this analysis I've been watching. I've been getting into the women's basketball recently, and some people are saying that she has a very big weakness somewhere there, that she's always going to her left when she wants to shoot. That could be a problem. That could be a problem with more scouting in the WNBA, I would suppose. I mean, that's like if a defender plans it out well, just know that, okay, don't let her get to her left. Channel her to your right, or to her right. Channel her to her right. That could be so I think that is something that she has to improve. And obviously her defensive ability, that I would attribute it to the fact that she handled the offense in Iowa almost entirely by herself. So she basically took breaks on defense. I think when she's in the WNBA with better players that could take the load off her offensively, I think she'll be able to contribute more defensively.
100% of those donations goes to research. 6 feet. When she's going to her left and in rhythm, she's going to drain it. 100% of those donations goes to research. And there's Caitlin Clark out of the timeout for the lead for Iowa. Clark.
Oh my.
She's a beast. Clark from the
Oh! From the real logo. From the real logo.
She's open now, Caitlin Clark.
This is insane. Steph Curry-like range. She's basically a female Steph Curry.
You bet! Caitlin Clark, absolutely ridiculous.
That was a big one.
Woo!
Can she answer? Of course.
Look at Clark.
Whoa!
Clark hits the three. Too much space. Nearly 10 million people watching. Maybe we can break that 10 this year.
Damn.
Deep three. Caitlin Clark.
I mean, she's basically like almost at half court.
Tournament for wins, and that one dead on. Right on the money. You never get tired of seeing that.
Well, you better be careful. There might be another one
Woo!
coming right here. You can see when she's got the
Splash! The Splash sister.
Didn't want them to think there was.
She and Sabrina Ionescu are the Splash sisters. Hopefully, it's both of them will compete against Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. That is a great marketing strategy there. Yeah, it shouldn't be Damian Lillard. It shouldn't be Damian Lillard. It's not going to be great for marketing. It should be Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. The Splash Brothers versus the Splash Sisters. That sounds corny. Against LSU.
Championship game. Here's Clark getting some space.
Woo!
And knocks it down.
Was it the one for this year or last year? Okay, this is the championship game that she lost.
Comes off the screen and steps into the deep one. Caroline Ducharme has good size.
Steps into a deep three. Clark will fire. You bet.
Oh wow.
O'Hare.
Because of her attitude, not
Yeah,
just
from
she has the
O'Hare.
guts to pull a shot like that in the clutch.
Clark straight on and nothing but net.
Iowa averaging 84 points per game. You're scoring in a hurry.
Keep throwing it inside.
Clark.
She gets it on the go.
Clark will loft it up there and swish it in.
Oh.
A long three by Clark.
Wow, this is mad.
Steps behind the screen and hits. Clark. First step to the side over Henry.
Clark in transition. Yes!
She's Diana Taurasi. She's Steph Curry. She's insert great shooter.
That is ironic considering the whole drama with Diana Taurasi and Caitlin Clark. I try to think what she said wasn't that bad. I don't know why people are really exaggerating about that whole thing. Like, I think she just made a comment that any veteran would make, to be honest. And I know the WNBA is not any normal league, they're not really profitable. So most people may look at it like you should, be happy that this lady is coming. She's going to bring more money to you and all that kind of a thing. But I can't really blame her for just being a veteran athlete that feels like, look, you're coming here to play with a bunch of grown women. It's the same thing that men would say. And some part of me actually feels she may have planned that out, because now they've already brought out the whole the GOATs versus the Rook poster for their potential for their upcoming game, which could add a lot of vitriol to it, both positive and negative, and it's going to be great because I want to see Caitlin Clark drop 30 on her old head. I mean, she's 41, right? So that is what I'm looking forward to, and that could be a very good marketing strategy for the WNBA. Whoa! Look at that.
Shooter.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Imagine her throwing that to Aliyah Boston this season. That partnership is going to hit real fast.
I think it's helped her teammates find more confidence.
Clark and one.
She is incredibly well controlled off of the bounce, absorbing the contact, getting it to go high off the glass.
6 rebounds, 5 assists. She leads in points, rebounds, and assists. Clark from the logo and knocks it down.
The game plan is to force her to put the ball on the floor. When you got to be up in her space to do that, she doesn't need a lot of time. She doesn't need a lot of space.
Ball kept alive.
Oh!
Another feed inside, and Stokey finishes. Clark's 8th assist, and the Big Ten all-time assist record is hers and hers alone.
Caitlin Clark behind the
That's
back
funny.
on the spin to the hole.
Oh!
And one.
Look at that!
Right here, just staying on balance, taking the contact, getting the and one.
Woo!
Two to shoot for Clark. She'll need the heroics here.
Oh!
Doesn't. And it gets away from Clark. Look at Jess Shelley knows. I know she's going to shoot out there. And she still creates the space.
Oh! This was the all-time scoring leader, baskets. Nice. The next player I'm going to be checking out now is Paige Bueckers. A lot of people have been saying that she was the Caitlin Clark before the Caitlin Clark. You know, that she, and in our class from high school, she was number 1. Caitlin Clark was number 4. So, and UConn actually chose Paige Bueckers over Caitlin Clark. So there's some kind of a good rivalry there. The few highlights I have seen her play, she looks incredible. She absolutely looks incredible. Great defensively. She moves well on the court, like very composed, efficient. I mean, I don't know. Like, I do think Caitlin Clark has a very special talent when it comes to that shooting that will open up the courts for her in a way that no woman has ever experienced. But I think Paige Bueckers has a say somewhere there. I'm not ready to say that Paige Bueckers is better, at least the few highlights I have seen. So let me see the full highlights. Yeah, I have a lot of highlights of Paige Bueckers here. So let me see if truly she may be better than Caitlin Clark. I don't know. I've seen some people say that, like Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird. I know they were a bit biased, but let's just check it out.
It's the quarter court speed, just like that. 5 lifted above the free throw line. Playing with a lot of confidence and poise.
Look at that. Look at that. The way she's pushing the ball.
Paige Bueckers will counter, and she was right at Padilla and drive.
See what I'm saying? Almost moves like LeBron.
Just right here. Paige Bueckers is going.
No, look at that.
Goodness, I'm
almost like LeBron. Look at it.
Without hesitation.
Almost like LeBron.
A little bump in. Paige has to go where she needs to go. She can make a play in a tight space. Bueckers off the cross of the dish.
Man, this lady is so good. She's so good.
Calling for the screen up top. Gets the switch. The drive, the block for Bueckers.
Wow, look at that. Look at what I'm saying. Great defensively.
That shot attempt. Here's Bueckers stepping outside the line. Let's see if she got the feet outside the line. Watch the sprint right here. It's a nice job of rubbing off Aaliyah Edwards. We want to see that one-on-one matchup once in a while. Two leading scorers are showing it. Both averaging over
Look at that.
27 points per game.
The mid-range.
Season and Bueckers with a dozen. And then on the other side, Paige Bueckers, a little bump to create some separation. Both so highly skilled. Here's Ice Brady now making an appearance in the game for Connecticut. Bueckers, deep three, hits it. Okay, yes. Just 29% shooting tonight for Southern Cal. Bueckers.
Wow, this lady is good. She's good. I'm not going to lie, she's great.
She's going to get the ball.
She's so great to watch, man.
Still. Out of the timeout. Oh, nice Bueckers steal. Jumps the passing lane. Paige Bueckers scoops it up and in. UConn by a dozen. That's a scouting report defensive steal right there. Coach Oriema has managed foul trouble so well in this game. Now they're going back to their man-to-man.
Block.
And that's a block on Juju. Everything we have to play another day.
Man, guys, seriously, she plays like LeBron. I'm not going to lie. I don't like LeBron, but she plays like LeBron. She does play like LeBron. Obviously, she's not as athletic or big as LeBron, but the way she moves, the way she plays, it's almost mimics LeBron's kind of, movement on the court. Hopefully, she's a better shooter than LeBron because LeBron is not a great shooter. I know he's been shooting well this season, but who cares? Obviously, and hopefully she's also a better free throw shooter. But this lady, she looks very good. Dare I say she's better than Caitlin Clark? Dare I say? Okay, let me put it like this. Caitlin Clark's game is more jaw-dropping. Let me put it like that because it's almost like a woman, like we've never seen that in women's basketball. A player, and even in men's basketball, like Steph Curry. Shots are still kind of rare. It's just Steph Curry and maybe Damian Lillard. Like, it's not like now there's more shooting in the NBA, but logo threes and 33 feet or 32 feet shot, 33 feet shots are not that popular like that in the NBA even. So what Caitlin Clark is doing is kind of a bit alien-like, So that, I think that is why it's her own is a bit more, more marketable, brought more people into the sport. But Paige Bueckers, her game looks more efficient to me. If I'm going to say, what position is she? A small forward? I think she's a small forward. She's taller and she's bigger and she's a better defender than Caitlin Clark, which means she could be a more complete player. I'm just saying. But it doesn't really matter. All these ladies bringing this game to the WNBA is a plus. It doesn't matter. And a rivalry will be great. Hopefully, when Paige Bueckers comes in next year, and hopefully she doesn't, knock on wood, she doesn't have any bad injury anymore. She's fit till the next season. And so that she can come to the WNBA. She could go to another team, so that it will be spread out. There should be a rivalry. Caitlin Clark here, and Reese here, Paige Bueckers here, then Juju Watkins somewhere else. That's how it's supposed to be. No super teams. I don't want to be looking at super teams in the WNBA. Seriously, I don't want that. Let it be spread out. I think that will be better.
I can't tell you the number of times Lindsay Gottlieb went over that very set. Bueckers collects, spins, baseline, tough shot, gets it to go.
No, this lady is good. Look at that.
Paige with contact. But they can shorten the game here by running clock. Bueckers for three. Got it!
Wow. Okay.
That's a bucket, big one right there, and then back-to-back. Contested triple from the top of the floor. Final 2 minutes. Now you don't want to foul now. You want to stay solid in your D. Bueckers off the bounce. Pulls up in the lane for two. Great job of anticipating. Here's Bueckers in a late clock. Through the contact. Just too talented.
Man.
Working our way back into things. That's not right.
That's not right. Wow. She does look tall and big. I think she's a small forward. I'm not sure.
It was a prolific scorer, pardon me, for them this year. Yeah, it was interesting talking to Susie Gardner about I originally signed her as a point guard. As Paige Bueckers gets out in the passing lane and gets another 2.
I mean, this is where the WNBA and women's basketball will always, lose out to the NBA. That fast break now, if that was the NBA for the most part, that would have been a dunk, So I think that obviously they can't help it, that ladies, you can't really expect them to be dunking like men, but man, could you imagine the way she just stole that ball and as she was driving on that fast break, just rises up there and dunks? That would have been so more interesting. The crowd would be more pumped up. Unfortunately, that's just the reality. But they don't have to be as interesting or entertaining as the NBA. They don't have to. They just have to be good enough and watchable enough to be profitable, very, very profitable. Where maybe the highest earner could be earning 5 million a year. I think that's I think that is like the ceiling. They will never reach the NBA people earning 50 million. They will never reach that. But I think a 5 million a year salary for the highest earner, maybe the max, I don't know. I think that is fine. I think that is okay. I think that is kind of the ceiling, unfortunately, for WNBA. Let's say this whole euphoria and everything goes as planned, with the Caitlin Clark phenomenon coming into the WNBA and they start making more money and all that kind of a thing. Let's just say everything goes as planned. I think the ceiling is like a 5 million a year salary, which is not bad. I guess they could want more than that, but I think that is like the ceiling, because that particular situation, that's a situation that I've watched a lot since I've started watching the NBA, where the crowd will be so pumped up, I know it's just a dunk. I know it seems insignificant, but unfortunately that brings excitement, So imagine if she just went there and she was going, look at that.
Yeah, it was interesting talking to Susie Gardner about I originally signed her as a point guard. As Paige Bueckers gets out in the passing lane and gets another 2.
Well, we just have to be enjoyable. But that was still interesting though. That was still interesting, the way she stole that ball and made that layup.
But
that pass.
It was funny when we talked with Terry Moore and she said, hey, we can't take any credit for the footwork of
She's a
Mackenzie
good
Owens.
passer
She's
as
had
well.
that her entire life. Here's Nelson Adota. Bueckers will fire and hit from 3, plus a foul. An early 5-4 lead for the Huskies. Bueckers on the cut, waits, finishes, plus the foul.
2, she gets the back cut. Connecticut does this so well. Pump fake, 1 goes up. Pump fake again, another goes up.
Here comes Crutchfield. Canane and Nelson Adota went down. Crutchfield gets rejected by Bueckers.
No. This lady is good, man. She's so good. Seriously, she's so good. I hate to say it, she looks like that man called LeBron James. She looks like she plays like him. She does play like him. At least a female version of him, obviously. Wow, look at that. Look at this.
Transition. Paige Bueckers is long, does a great. Clark Vanderveer talked to us about the keys to this game. Number 1, rebounding. Both teams have done a good job on the defensive glass.
Bueckers is on the board in her hometown. See Brink sagging off of Edwards. Here's Bueckers. Pull up, not a lot of airspace, and it didn't matter. With 2 to shoot, Bueckers gets it off. Short, loose ball. Cook after it. Here comes South Carolina. Zaya Cook gets denied by Bueckers.
What pursuit by Paige Bueckers it looked like in the 2-on-1. South Carolina.
My God. That was incredible. Look at that block. Damn. No. This lady, look. I know Caitlin Clark she's the bomb now. She's the bomb. And deservedly so. Wow, but Paige Bueckers ain't no joke. She ain't no joke. Damn, look at that block. Wow. Okay. I would say, from all the highlights I have seen, obviously, if you want to build a team, if you want to start a franchise, let me put it like that, you go with Caitlin Clark, 100%. 100%. But man, it depends, depending on the kind of need that you like, I think Paige Bueckers is more complete. Seriously, because I've always been someone that has been, you know, if you have watched my channel before, I've always been a two-way player kind of guy. I don't believe in players that are just great offensively and being terrible defensively. Now, there are some players that, even if they may not be great defensively, it's still fine, like Steph Curry. So I think Caitlin Clark is in that category. But man, Paige Bueckers looks like a way, way more complete player. Man, she's crazy. She's insane, man. Wow. And no wonder people have been saying, look, if she didn't have those two injuries that she had, those two horrible injuries that she had, that she could have been the person that we'll be talking about instead of Caitlin Clark. I really doubt that, because I really do believe that it's not just about the skill. I think it's about the way Caitlin Clark played, which was that logo 3. We had the way Paige Bueckers is playing. There have been players that have played like that. I think Diana Taurasi, I've seen some highlights. They looked Maya Moore. All those players looked that way. But I don't think anybody ever played the way Caitlin Clark played, which is this logo 3. Like, it brought that excitement to the WNBA. But man, Paige Bueckers is not a joke. She's not a joke. Anyway, the next one I'm going to be checking out is Juju Watkins, who, I mean, the next college basketball for women next year rests on her shoulders, because now that Caitlin Clark has left, a lot of people are saying, look, I mean, the ratings will be gone and everything. That remains to be seen, but there's no question that that pressure is on Juju Watkins right now for the next season of the women's basketball in college. So let's check out Juju Watkins. Wait, she also makes logo 3s? What the hell? What's the... Okay, these ladies are not playing. They are not playing. Juju Watkins, logo 3. What the hell? Look at that.
That'll do it in front of 57.
7 from the floor. She's got 6. They gave Juju some time.
Wow.
Watkins on Saturday. She finds space. She makes a count.
Wow, she's so skillful.
Look at the speed and the changes of speed.
Oh, no, that is Kobe. That is Kobe. That is Kobe. That is Kobe. I said she plays like Kobe. Look at that. Look at that skill. Look at that place. That play right there is Kobe all day.
Watkins on Saturday. She finds space. She makes a count.
This is Kobe all day. That is Kobe.
This is just an amazing move. That handy, the stop and go, and then to notice
Wow.
with that deep jump got 8
Nah, this is Kobe. This is Kobe. Oh, man. Oh, man. Our game is so interesting, man.
With just one remaining ranked ball, that's Oregon State. Oh, what a move by Juju. Utah to go at home here. Keep your eye on Oregon State. God, Ruiz.
Woo!
Look at this move. Cam Brown staying in front of Juju. So far, Juju here.
Hey, that is Kobe. Look at that. Look at. Oh. Oh, man.
Cam Brown staying in front of Juju. So far, Juju here. Bastrode up with Watkins, and the and one opportunity as Bastrode went flying, but
Wow,
So
this is
she's
interesting,
trying to channel
man.
her to her left, but Juju will not have it.
Oh, man, our game is so interesting. What the?
Marshall splits to D. Watkins.
stepping through. Juju in. Defensively doing a nice job. Tough shots.
Von Ohl doesn't like screens in this situation. She'll take it. Steps.
Okay, guys, before I watched this video, I only saw one of our championship games. I saw the highlights. I was very impressed with the way she moved, and I saw Kobe immediately. Right away, I saw Kobe. But I didn't believe that she was this good. This is mad. She actually moves like one of these NBA players, like a Paul George, you know, like a Kobe. Wow. I mean, she could be best. She could be the best of them. She could be the best of them all. Wow.
But she's going to wiggle her way back to that right hand. Look at the explosiveness.
Juju all the way in. Hero steps to the finish.
By committee against UCLA in terms of that point guard position. And just Watkins.
Attacking.
Woo! Oh!
Down to Samuel. Trojan down on the break. Watkins, Euro step, the reverse. Razzle dazzle, Juju Watkins. Buckets already, and then she's done very good in there, man-to-man, or in there. As Juju lets it fly from deep.
Shows a good handle. Tough shot.
Wow, this lady plays like him.
Watkins.
I'm trying to. This is a compliment I'm trying to make. She plays like a man. Obviously, a bit less athletic, but the way she moves, wow, man, she could be the best of them all. She could be the best of them all. She looks like the she looks like the most complete out of all, even more complete than Caitlin Clark and Paige Bueckers. Seriously. This is incredible. What am I seeing? What am I watching here? Wow.
Shows a good handle. Tough shot. Wow. Finally.
Juju Watkins.
Oh! Man, guys, I'm so shocked. I'm so speechless. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say about this lady. She's incredible, man. She is incredible. She could, from what I even read, I saw that she has scored Caitlin Clark as a freshman. So she could actually break Caitlin Clark's record before she leaves school. That is if she stays. Depends on if she stays. Because from what I see here, I think all she needs is next year. If the WNBA goes the way we are all hoping it does, maybe she would. If she's eligible, she could move. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure you're eligible after 2 years, right? I think you have to stop to 3 years if I remember that correctly. So okay, maybe she may be able to still break it. But this is just mad, man. This is just mad. Anyway, the next one I'm going to be checking out is, last but not the least, Reese. I know a lot of people feel some kind of way about this lady. I don't. I like her. I like her attitude. Like, at the end of the day, if I'm not planning to be in a relationship with her, like, some people are saying, oh, she's sassy, she's this. How does that concern you? Like, to me, that sassiness is good. It's good because it brings eyes to the women's game. That's what the women's game needs. It doesn't need boring characters that are not going to add any drama to the equation. They need people like her. They actually need people like her. People that are dramatic, have drama around them. Yes, they need it. The NBA needed it. The NBA needed the likes of Dennis Rodman. You need players like that. And I think she actually plays like Dennis Rodman. If you watch her, you know, she fights for rebounds. She knows when the ball hits, she knows where to stand to get the rebound. So, like, I don't really see the hate. And dare I say, I know I'm an African person, so I don't really know how to compliment women without being offensive. I know in the West, people take these things out of place a lot. But I'm going to say, I mean, she looks good on the eye. I'm going to say that. She looks good on the eye. That is what the WNBA needs. Some people have been complaining that, oh, these women look so masculine. They look like men, you know, like someone like Brittany Griner. I mean, Brittany Griner does, sorry to say, she does look masculine. You know, she does look really, really masculine. But this lady, she's tall, and she looks really feminine. I know she's sassy, whatever. That's what I don't really see the sassiness. I just think she's not a boring personality. That is all. You know, that is just how I feel about it. So I think the WNBA needs her, and do not send her to Minnesota. Like, I'm going to make a video about this before that draft. I have to post that video so that I will say it before they do the draft. Obviously, my voice is of no significance. I'm not trying to say that my video is going to get to the LS pass and I'm going to make the right decision. But I'm just saying, like, I just want to say what I feel. It's ridiculous that all these mock drafts sending Angel Reese to Minnesota. Like, you don't know what I'm trying to do here? Yeah, maybe she's not the best. Maybe she doesn't warrant the 4th pick. But there is no fucking way. There is no fucking way the WNBA should let Minnesota to pick Angel Reese. Like, they shouldn't let it. It's either the LS Sparks or Chicago Lynx, right? 2 big market teams. And I would prefer the LS Sparks, but Chicago is not that bad because at least she will be in the East where she could play more games against Caitlin Clark so that rivalry can continue. I mean, don't ruin this, man. Don't ruin this. Anyway, let's check out Angel Reese. I like her, and I hope for the best for her.
With this freshman, Michaela Williams coming to town.
Look at that. Look at that.
Just watching the maturity of Scott Grayson. How she has grown both on and off the court.
Look at that. Look at the way she plays.
Auburn, and the ball is put in your hands, and you are asked to take
She's like
over.
Rodman
She
or
said
Charles Barkley.
LSU to inbound the ball.
Well, the communication on screens and letting players get through has been nice.
Too easy.
Woo!
Woo, we're going to have us a nice stretch down the...
That is one strength she has. Defensively and great rebounder. And the reason why I think the LS Sparks are a rebuilding team, they're not trying to pursue a championship this season. So what is the rush? Build your team. They don't have any bigs from what I heard. They don't have any bigs. Pick Cameron Brins and Angel Reese. Cameron Brins can help space the floor. So Angel Reese doesn't have to play with a big that can't shoot. I mean, could you imagine pairing Angel Reese with Cardozo? That would be a very terrible front court because both of them can't really shoot. For now, I think Angel Reese is really practicing. I think she's going to get better. But a lady like Cameron Brins, great shooter, very high ceiling from what I have seen. Pairing her with Angel Reese, 2 great defenders. Brings to space the floor for Angel Reese. I mean, that is a no-brainer to me. It's a no-brainer. I know maybe individually she may not be better than... Anyway, I don't want to go into the whole Cardozo versus Reese argument. I know a lot of people are saying Cardozo is better, but when I watched both of them during this tournament, Cardozo is just tall. I know it's bad to say, but she's just tall. Like, I don't know. Angel Reese is shorter than her and she had more rebounds. She averaged more rebounds and more blocks than her. And she's shorter. So I'm just saying, I just think Cardozo was just bullying people that were shorter than her. I think Angel Reese has more skill. Angel Reese can actually push the ball. She can pass the ball as well. So I don't really know. I know some people are saying she'll struggle in the WNBA because there are taller players. So I guess so. She won't play center. She would play power forward. How many power forwards will be taller than her? She's 6'3" and she will play power forward. She won't need to play center. The Sparks can draft her, put Cameron Brins at center. Cameron Brins can be bringing out the opposition bigs, spread the floor, force the opposition bigs to come out, and leave Angel Reese down low to dominate. Seriously, I think that it could work. And most importantly, for marketing reasons. I mean, it can't mess this up. Seriously.
Zone. Because then the ball goes inside the paint.
This season. Blase Johnson misses, but Angel Reese, 2 offensive rebounds. She gets more offensive rebounds than anyone in the nation. Move Alabama to a 9 seed.
Whoa!
They go inside. Angel Reese and Haley Van Lith, they went to last tier POA a couple of games ago and said, we need you. We need you to be that aggressor that you are. They've been outscored 15-6 here in the third quarter. Very similar to the last meeting.
Block.
Swatted away by Angel Reese. Not in my house.
Oh!
They have outscored Alabama 28-9 in the third. Tack on 2 more. A 30 spot for the Tigers.
Tracing from behind. Those shots get a little more difficult.
Morrow, the dump off to Reese. At the half, that's been erased here in the second half as they have scored single digits in both quarters. They have 30 points.
Look at that rebound. Look at that rebound.
Blocked by Poa. Up ahead to Reese. Back to Flage. 5 of its last 7 shots.
Oh!
Flage in
Look at
the
that
corner.
pass. Almost like Jokic. Obviously, I'm not comparing her with Jokic, but look at that pass, almost like Jokic,
Back
man.
to Flage. 5 of its last 7 shots.
Look at that. Oh!
Flage in the corner.
Why are you telling
LSU
me?
has struggled with their transition defense this year. Puckett's going to have that shot all game. She's going to have to knock. Back to Angel Reese. Still no points for Reese. They're going to give her that.
If she could learn that, I mean, she's gonna be bad. She's gonna be a bad motherfucker. Okay, mother sister. Okay, you shouldn't use motherfucker with women, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, she's gonna be great, man. If she could she doesn't have to be great at that. Just be a threat so that people will not do that to her. Like, you know, basically daring her to shoot. Seriously, like, man. Man, there's a lot of potential here. Like, the way people are talking about her, like, she's some scrub. It's so annoying.
Quarter court, trying to play undercover, like under screening action, softer in the gaps. But right here, you got to be able to help on that. Van Lith kicks it over to Angel Reese. Too much, got her own board. That's what she does. No.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Where would you put him?
I'd put him at least on the 3 line.
LSU in South Carolina. Angel Reese down low to Anissa Morrow. And maybe Van Lith. The kick back up to Angel Reese.
Okay.
There it is. Van Lith, transition 3.
Is that not Cardozo? Yeah, that's Cardozo. I actually saw that game that they played, the last game that both of them played against each other. I mean, I don't really see that much special about this Cardozo lady. And like, she's good. She's 6'7", so that is, you can't teach that. But she didn't really dominate Angel Reese. Angel Reese was actually, you know, like one of the weaknesses that people put on Angel Reese is that she's not big enough to play in the WNBA if she does not develop a shot. I mean, and I watched that game. Angel Reese was this lady that is supposedly going to be big enough to compete with other big WNBA players. Angel Reese was holding her own against her. She was holding her own. She wasn't backing down. She was, you know, boxing her out, everything. So I don't really get this, like, Dennis Rodman was shorter than a lot of people that he was competing against. Shorter than a lot of them. Rodman was what, 6'6"? Barkley was what, 6'4"? So like, it's not about, like, I think if she has the motto and she really does have the tenacity to fight for rebounds, do all that. So I don't really see why she cannot. Obviously, maybe not as a center, so they won't bruise my girl. But as a power forward, pair with someone like Brink who can space the floor, and I think she'll be fine. Seriously.
All right, Angel.
For South Carolina, because that's been probably the Achilles heel at times.
Whoa!
Angel Reese did not quit on the play. Michaela Williams with the baseball pass up ahead to Angel Reese. 2 minutes to decide a champion. These are the lineups you're going to see for the rest of the game.
Cover the 3-point line.
You and I Ryan, earlier this season where she went 7 of 10 from 3 against Utah. She can be very dangerous.
Reese pops it up and in. And a steal by Reese. Angel Reese.
Imagine if she could dunk. Oh. This is where the women basketball will always lose. Will always lose out. Look at that. That fast break that she was. Imagine if she just went there and just dunked. That would have been incredible. But obviously, it's impossible for these ladies to do that. But I think that's just where every other thing can be put in place. But just that lack of athleticism that men have. Oh man. I just wish they could put some kind of trampoline on the court, you know. I'm sure in the next like 50 to 100 years that would probably be invented, a course that has some trampoline or some spring, so that these ladies can dunk. Seriously.
Williams. Here's Reese. Reese backing into Dugalich and winning the battle. Pathetic post. You can relate.
I can to that too.
Oh, nice cut, and Reese.
I mean, this girl is good, man.
Iowa and Colorado. They're up next on ABC. Reese lays it in, plus the foul. And Angel Reese a chance for 3. Reese and Betts both with 4. Here's Morrow turning the corner. Reese will lay it in. Does not travel by way of the 3. Reese surrounded. Good find. Williams. Yes, she does. Here is Reese. Surrounded, finds Poa. Her 3 is good.
Reese is a very good passer.
Look at that.
You're going to get better looks if you get her touches.
Williams can't finish. Reese does.
That is the Iowa game, right? I mean, she was great in that. I don't know, people are mocking her that she shot 7 of 21. If you actually watched that game and you were objective, she was dominating that game until she had that ankle injury. And from there, she couldn't make a shot. She just couldn't make a shot anymore. She wasn't getting rebounds, but I actually think if she didn't have that injury, because Iowa doesn't have any big. Iowa, one of the reasons that Iowa lost against South Carolina was they couldn't rebound anything. They just couldn't rebound anything. And thinking about it, imagine if Angel Reese was playing with Caitlin Clark. Clark would have won that championship, because I was actually feeling sorry for Caitlin Clark in that game, because her teammates just couldn't grab a rebound. They just couldn't grab a rebound. Imagine if she had a lady like Angel Reese there, grabbing those rebounds. I think that LSU Iowa game, I don't know whether they would have won Iowa. I actually think they would have won Iowa without that injury, to be honest. I actually think so. I like Caitlin Clark, but LSU just had a better team. Like, that is just the reality of the situation. And I think Angel Reese could have gotten like a 25-point, 20 rebound game. She had 17.20. No, she would have had a 30 points, 25 rebound game. Yes. If she was not injured, if the way things were going, the way she was going, she would have scored at least 25 points or 30 points. And she had 20 rebounds on a bomb leg from the second quarter. I mean, come on. She would have probably had 25 rebounds. Could you imagine the stats line there? 30 points, 25 rebounds, or 25 points, 25 rebounds. But people were just mocking her, she shot 7 of it. Like, I know the whole thing is all tribalistic. Everybody is just trying to be in this camp, And I guess that is good for marketing. It's good for marketing because it brings drama. But if you actually watch this game objectively, you would see that she was actually playing well, very, 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 very well. And I don't think Clark's 41 points would have really mattered, to be honest with you, if she didn't get that injury.
Already 4 rebounds, 2 assists for Angel Reese. Williams lets it fly. That one's off. Reese left alone, lays it in. 7 for its last 9 from the floor. They dump it into Reese. Reese bodies inside. Easy finish for Angel. Rebound ends up with LSU. Here is Reese. Clark back there, and Reese lays it in.
She was dominating.
And now Reese comes up with a steal. Reese all the way in to give LSU the lead.
She was dominating.
Respond. Backs away and throws it away.
Whoa.
Reese on another steal. Reese leaves it. Williams finishes. Here's Reese. We're going to go to work on Stolke.
I can remember this very well. She was incredible, man. I wish she didn't get injury.
Third quarter was a much more
I wish she didn't get that. She didn't get that injury.
From Johnson and fine from Reese. Scored the Tigers this quarter as Martin gets stripped by Reese, and there you go. There's a stop for LSU. Reese running and finishing. Right, a little more time. Now finds Martin. Oh my! What a rejection from Angel Reese.
I mean, all these ladies are good. I'm not trying to, choose one over the other. I just feel like all of them, these 4 ladies, I think Cameron Brink is good. Camila Cardozo is good. Great, actually. But I think those 2 don't have the marketing. The reason why I picked 4 of them to react to was because I think these 4 have the potential to, actually contribute to the WNBA financially, which is what they really do need. Caitlin Clark, that is, I don't have to say much about that when it comes to economics. And Reese, she's a marketing gold mine. Like, the way people are just pushing her away, like, I don't know. They're missing out there. They're missing out. You have to drive this rivalry. You have to drive it. You have to drive it. You can't just throw her by the side. You have to drive that rivalry. She has what? Clark barely just hit 1 million followers on Instagram recently. Reese already has over 3 million. I mean, like, I'm telling you, she has a great following. She, like, if you send her to a small market where nobody will see her, I don't know how many televised games the Minnesota have, but from my experience in the, NBA, Minnesota barely have any televised games. So I doubt that would be different in the WNBA. So you can't send her to Minnesota. You have to send her to a place that has multiple televised games. I mean, you just can't do that. Anyway, this was a very fun video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Who do you think is the best out of these 4 ladies? And who do you think, obviously we all know Caitlin Clark is the driving force when it comes to the economic part of it, but in terms of basketball itself, who do you think is the best? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.